Intruder alert! Intruder alert! We need to let everybody know this is. I don't know, guys. These colors. He just infiltrated himself into our. He needs therapy as well. He needs therapy. Welcome to Dom. I got Andon here. Myself, Vinny T. Cari amici sportivi. It's a big game. It's the first big game of the week, but we wanted to have a nice discussion, because that's what we're all about, discussions. Dom, tell everybody who you are, what do you do other than being a Napoli fan, but, that's very, it says, look, he's all decked out with the Napoli in the back, and it's, but no, we invited him in, guys. We invited him in. Talk to us, tell us a little about yourself.
How's it going, guys? Thank you for having me on the show. My name is Dom. I been a Napoli fan for over 10 years now, going on 12, 13, I think now. So I've been through the hard times when we had played awesome style of football, but won no trophy. So it's great times to be a Napoli fan right now. I'm from New York City, Manhattan, New York City. What else could I tell you about me?
Podcast wise, do you do anything? Do you go live? Do you do anything that revolves around obviously calcio?
Oh yeah, I do have a podcast with my brother Gio. That it's called Tutto Calcio. It's basically a podcast where fans from all over Serie A come together and we drop hot takes, we banter, we laugh. It's some good times. We just started. It's been roughly 2 to 3 months now. It's been a lot of fun. And I just love doing this stuff, man. I love jumping on podcasts, and I love meeting people like you from another fan base to talk about a big match today, because today's a big match.
It's definitely a big match, and you know what? The way we look at it, the more English Serie A content out there, the better it is, because we need the exposure. And I know you're just lying down lavishly in your $1 million mansion there. We're looking at the starting lineups. It looks like it's official. Any surprises from what you see? Obviously, we're looking at Jimenez, Pulisic, Salamakers, Fofana, Modric, Rabiot, Estupinan, Pavlovic, Gabbia, Tomori. Then we'll take a look at the starting lineup for Napoli. But any surprise for you? How you feeling? I know it's people, they're trying to ask Allegri, questa è una partita scudetto. Like, seriously, guys, partita scudetto. It's 5 games in. But how you feeling, especially the way we've come along since the Cremonese defeat?
So
I'll let Andon on this. Yeah, Andon, go.
Yeah. So regarding the lineup, it's the best we can get out right now, considering that Leao and Kunko are still not 100% fit. Also, I know Fofana didn't have the best start of the season, but the last few games he's playing good. So This is probably the best we can get out at this time. And yeah, it's a little bit too early to talk about Scudetto game, stuff like that. But it's a very important game, because the team that's gonna win this game is gonna have like a very, very, very strong start of the season. It can
Definitely.
get up early, so it's a very important game for both teams to get the upper hand of one of the rivals. So also, I'm expecting a very good game, because Milan and Napoli currently on form are the 2 best teams in Italy, and I'm expecting a very good game. It's going to be interesting to see, because so far for the other teams, we haven't allowed any kind of shots. We allow them like 1 shots per game on target. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to deal with Napoli, their midfield and their attack.
I'm going to ask you, Dom, is that for us, we talk about that this is a test for Milan, because, it's been going well and it's our first big test. How about on the Napoli side? Do you see this as a test? I know it's been, 16 games, I believe. You haven't lost a game in Serie A. What's the Napoli fan base saying? I don't think I could assume you're not taking us lightly, other than the idiots, just like the Milan idiots. There's some Napoli idiots, but I'm assuming you're not taking Milan lightly.
No, I'm not. I think I don't know what our official starting lineup is as of right now, but looking at the official starting lineup, or the
it looks like
predicted.
McTominay, De Bruyne, Anguissa, Politano, Lobotka, Gutierrez, Juan Jesus, Bukema, Di Lorenzo, and Moreta Nets. That's what I'm getting here from the app.
So if that's the starting lineup, I'm actually happy that Bukema is actually starting and it wasn't the predicted starting lineup, which would have been Marianucci, that hasn't played at all for us this season. I'm seeing that Conte is resting Spinazzola and Oliveira and starting Gutierrez, that hasn't sniffed the field all season. Great player, especially offensively, but he has not even come off the bench for a couple of minutes to play with the squad in the beginning of the season. So that's a concern for me. He's very good, explosive on offense, but on defense he lacks. So we already have Buongiorno out, injury. We have Ramani that got injured during morning training. So these two center backs, Bukema and Juan Jesus, have not played together. Not much chemistry with these two center backs. And as I just mentioned, Gutierrez iffy on the defensive side. Di Lorenzo, we all know that 1v1 is probably his weakness. So we're facing a Milan that has a Leao, that has a Pulisic, a Modric, Jimenez, which hasn't really done much this season, but he could start off at any time. So I'm seeing that Conte is already looking at Sporting in the CL. That's why he's resting Spinazzola and Oliveira. I understand that because we have 0 points right now in the Champions League, so we need to start getting some points. And regardless of what happens today, we would still be top of the table, joint with Roma, and if Milan wins, with Milan. So I'm seeing that he's prioritizing the Champions League, in my opinion. I'm hoping that we still walk out of Milan with a positive result. My prediction yesterday was 2-1 Napoli, but after I saw this back line, I'm going to go with 1-1 draw nil. So that's my take on what I'm seeing from Conte.
That's pretty respectable. We're playing at the San Siro. We talk about layout that will probably, let me see here just to confirm, he is on the bench. Predicted start. Well, hopefully he's on the bench. That's what Allegri had said. But for me, guys, it's like I'm just hoping for a good game because it is, what I leave it up to Serie A fans or Milan fans for that matter is like, if by any chance today we had a bad performance or did not win, the last 4 performances will be completely erased, right? So it's just the way. First game against Cremonese, it was the end of the world. Now we've look at this team 4 games in a row. So I do not change my opinion. Every year we do this. 10 games in, I'm going to judge. 10 games in, I'm going to judge. So I like what I've seen so far. I like that even without layout these last 4 games, Andon, we did pretty good. And I cannot praise him enough. Salamakers, I don't know what's happened to this guy. He's running left, right, and center. It's the crosses he's been coming in. Peter, thank you so very much, man. Thanks for the super chat. This is going towards the. They're gonna make me wear a Halloween costume. I know it. God damn it, you guys, man. I'm now having one on a Halloween costume. $250 of super chats. I didn't want to mention it because these are just group therapies. But Peter from Patreon, thank you so very much, man. Forza Milan, let's go. Andon, how about you, man? Do you? Looking again at the start, we like to talk about who do you predict is going to be your dark horse, your this, your that, and let me start with you. Who needs to show up today? If I go back to, Pulisic, Jimenez, Stupinan, Rabiot, Modric, Fofana, Salamakers, Tomori, Gabbia, Pavlovic, and Mayan Nets. And Mayan Nets back.
I mean, for who needs to show up, there's only one person that we talk almost every round. That's Jimenez. He had so many chances. He's like the striker that had the most clear-cut chances in Europe with a terrible finishing record. So the Leao is getting fit, Nkunku is getting fit, Pulisic is getting fit. If he continues to miss out on these opportunities, he's going to be stuck on the bench because I don't see him benching either of those guys. So today it's probably his, not last, but one of the last chances he's going to get to prove that he deserves to start and play. I still do believe he's a good player. He's a good finisher. He can go off at any time, but time is running out for him. We cannot wait for him forever.
I
So
I
far,
I,
it
I,
hasn't cost us points so far. But
I
in
would like to
games,
have that problem. Jimenez starting to play very good, and then all of a sudden we have the problems of like
but
layout. But no, he does need to show up
but
today.
in games like this, when you play bigger teams, you don't get like 5, 6, 7 chances per game.
That's true.
So you're gonna get one, maybe two, and if you don't take those chances, you're gonna drop points. So he needs to show up. For Modric, he's gonna be standardly good. Salamakers as well. Those two guys, Rabiot as well. So I'm expecting a game from Jimenez. Also, it's gonna be interesting to see because so far our defense, the defense that last season conceded like two goals per game, this season has been good, regardless of the opposition we played. Those, yes, were not that great teams besides Bologna, but still, we didn't allow any kind of shots. So it's going to be interesting today to see how they deal with McTominay, how they deal with De Bruyne, how they deal with Politano, and how they deal with Højlund. So it's going to
That's
be
where we'll go back.
Yeah.
Go back to a test. That's what it is. It's going back to the test because again, Napoli ain't going to give us 7 to 8 chances, right? Dom, how about you? Like you're looking at your starting lineup. Who would be your dark horse? We like to talk about dark horses, man of the match that we might think predict, but who needs to show up according to you? You're talking about a couple of guys that haven't played. Do those guys, or who do you see? Who would the Napoli fan base need? Who needs to show up today? Now we hope he doesn't, though. We hope he doesn't.
I need McTominay to show up because
Okay.
he's, our MVP of the season of last season. And he's a goal threat. So he's been quiet the last couple of games. I need him to definitely step up because I think Milan's going to be heavily concentrated on Højlund, and I think that will provide some space for McTominay.
Okay. So McTominay and Anthony saying Salamakers and Stupinan will be important in this game. Yeah, definitely, because Stupinan has not been great. Last game was like, okay, he's actually having a good game. The crosses was coming in, and I know, guys, it was Lecce. I get it, right? But these are the kind of performances that just build up on confidence. For me, honestly, again, I'm going to go with Jimenez over Stupinan. I think we've been singing his praises in the last couple of weeks because we feel bad for the kid. But in the end, if he doesn't show up, he's probably going to lose that starting. I don't see Milan selling a player and on that we just bought 6 months ago, not even a year ago, for 35 million. But it would be a good problem to have. And on Allegri, is he taking off his jacket today? We're giving him another couple of games. He's not going to get... he's back, right? He's back. He's not suspended anymore. He's back. Okay, so we're good. How many games do you give him? Because now we have Napoli, we have Juve. It took him 3 games to take off his jacket. How many games do you give him the second time around?
Well, that depends on what actually happens in the match. Because usually what we have kind of a problem is with some very stupid referee, very stupid and obvious referee decisions that went against us. That's why he got the red card, because that was a stupid mistake the referee did. So it depends on how. I think Kifi is the main referee today. Depends on how he processes the match. But it's Allegri. It can go off at any time. Especially
maybe might look at Conte a bit crooked eyes. Dom, I don't know. Maybe they might get into it on the sidelines, but no, I don't think Napoli and Milan are games that are known like the Milan Inters, where it's a bit more like a bit more rough on the game itself. But going to Conte, deciding to, like you're saying, this whole rotation. So you had mentioned that you're okay with this decision of rotating the players because you need those points in the Champions League. Do you think you speak for most of the Napoli fan base? Are they ready to sacrifice possibly maybe 3 points in week 5 of Serie A to go get those points in the Champions League? Do you think everybody agrees with your sentiment?
Not today. I really don't think that. I think the reaction was very surprising for most Napoli fans. We don't feel good today. What I'm seeing, right? I really don't like to speak for anyone, but I do the reactions I'm seeing on Twitter. Many Napoli fans are not expecting a solid performance with the back line. So when it comes to Conte's decision, I get it. I get it. I understand, because we have 0 points in the Champions League. We need to start picking up some points, right? Because we all know that's where the money's at, right? That's where the money's at. That's how you go into the transfer window next season and sign some players. So I understand all that. I thought it was going to be Marianucci. Now I'm seeing his Bukema, which I'm more comfortable with that now. So who do we have as our goalkeeper? Merit or Van?
Merit.
Another thing that I don't understand: if we already having a kind of a iffy back line, you should start your stronger keeper, Malinkovic Savic. For me, Malinkovic is like, he's the guy. He's
good. Yeah.
You saw what he did with Man City. We're down 10 men. This guy's a shot stopper. So I don't understand why Merit is starting. But at the end of the day, I think, once again, I don't like talking for Napoli fans, but I'm expecting now a draw. If I walk out of Milan with a draw, I'm okay with it. If we get a W, that would be amazing. But with that back line, I wouldn't be surprised if we walk out of there with no points.
And the return of La Curva Sud, Mr. Andon, they announced that the flags, the stuff will be back against Fiorentina, but they will be back today at San Siro. Do you think that this whole situation with La Curva, the Ultras, you think now them saying, no, we're coming back, and Forza Milan, sempre, and to me it's just like, where was this five days ago? Forza Milan always in the heart. Do you think that they... what are they going to bring on a game like today, other than the singing, just the support and just the fans? The Ultras might have, some of them, not all of them, might have done some wrongful stuff, but I think they're a key part of any soccer organization, especially at Milan. So do you see this as a good thing coming back today at the San Siro?
I mean, of course, it's always to have your Ultras back for this kind of games, because the previous games that we played at San Siro, they sounded like an away games, because you can hear the away fans chanting, cheering, and it's something that should not happen at your games. I understand they have problems and stuff like that, but in the end, they have to realize the bans they get, because people don't understand. They think Milan, the club, the management is stopping them from going to the stadium. It wasn't the management, it was the local authorities. They prevented 40 of the Ultras because they were tied to criminal activities. Some of them are even convicted criminals, not to be able to renew their season tickets with the Curva. Also, the local authorities prevented a lot of the banners, a lot of the flags not to be able to be used. So that was the main issue why they didn't come to those games. So they allowed the Milan management make an arrangement with the local authorities to allow from the Fiorentina games to have those banners back. For today they won't be, but at least they will be there cheering. And it's also going to be interesting to see, because in the last couple of seasons we had problems with our team not performing. We had the support, but they didn't look like a team. Now, at least so far, we look like a team that is serious. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that support, how that pressure, because that's added pressure to them when you have chanting like that.
It is definitely added pressure.
We play at home. Everybody expects those 3 points, no matter who we play. So it's gonna be added pressure on them, and it's gonna be interesting to see how it affects to the rest of the players. Player like Modric and Rabiot, they don't have problem with that, and I hope their experience will continue to rub off to the other players and be a positive things.
Speaking of Rabiot, he's been fantastic. I know he's Allegri's favorite, hasn't taken time off. How about on the Napoli side? If you look at our roster, where we just spoke about Rabiot, anybody come out? We've been talking about Salamakers. Then again, we watch Milan from minute 1 to minute 90s. But on the outside, if you're looking at the Milan, the Milan lineups or the official players, who comes out on your end after 5 games? Like maybe this player is like, you got to watch out for this player here. On the Napoli's end,
I would say the midfield is it's a good midfield. I would say Modric, of course, world-class player. Salamakers as well. I know he's not starting, but Leao coming off the bench, he could flip a game. And us Napoli fans know this, because we are well aware of Leao. So Jimenez, that like mentioned earlier, the dark horse. I mean, we have to watch out for him. We don't want him all of a sudden getting some motivation, and we sleep on him just because he's missed a couple of goals these last couple of matches. Doesn't mean that he's all of a sudden a bum. So those are the players that really stand out for me most.
Yeah, so I think most of the sentiment from all Serie A fans, that's the players. But for me, Rabiot has been, for the last two games, it's like, we love to hate him when he was a Juve Andon because he was a Juve player, but we can never take away his quality. So hopefully, then again, does he have all these games in his legs? When Jashari comes back, we'll see. Anthony with the super chat, thank you so very much. As a super sub in this game, I will not be opposed to it. Thank you so very much for contributing to my Halloween costume. God damn it, you guys, man. Stevie P with his ideas. Thank you so very much. Yeah, Leao's a super sub. No, that would be fantastic. And I think the way the team is gelling right now, don't force it, right? If we were in a dire situation to get points, I would understand starting him, but we shall see. Winnipeg in the house. What's going on, Vinny? How are you?
It's been a long time, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
It is. He's an intruder. We let him in. This is Dom. Dom is from New York. He's a Napoli fan, but he's all right. He's all right. It's... Vinny.
Just kidding, man. I got love for everybody. Even if they don't support the same colors, respect, my friend.
Appreciate it.
That's what I love about us North Americans. We'll bicker at each other during a game, whatever, but at the end of the game, we're all taking pictures together, right? So that's the most important. Vinny, how about you, man? Looking at the starting lineup, how you feeling? Napoli, it is a test. Even on the Napoli side, what we've been talking about is that a lot of them are feeling like they're thinking about Champions League and maybe this rotational player. But in the end, a test nonetheless.
I'm not going to lie. I'll be completely transparent. I just got back from Domenica Chiesa. I had to do my preghieri for the partita today. I had to do my prayer for the game today, to be completely honest. My dad always said, never ask Jesus for a team to win. Just make sure that the players play well and don't get injured. So that's what I did today. I don't even know the starting 11, to be honest with you.
We got Pulisic, Jimenez. That's why there's the priest in the thumbnail. You understand? We're all praying. Salamakers, Fofana, Modric, Rabiot, Estupinan, Tomori, Gabbia, Pavlovic, and Magna.
I like it. And the reason why I like it is because Allegri is doing what I've wanted our team to do for a long time. And we're lucky enough to, unfortunately, just have one partita every week. He's trying to create a little bit of chemistry amongst these players. And we're starting to see it now. Like this one-touch football, the triangles that are starting to come back. I like what I'm seeing. So him kind of starting the same people, I enjoy the starting 11.
Okay. And myself and Andon were saying Jimenez got to be our dark horse. He's got to show up because Nkunku, the way he showed up, Leao being back to fit, if he doesn't perform, somebody's going to lose that. We won't see him, right? So
my thing is, I honestly think if he doesn't perform in the next two games and he continues to get opportunities, especially when we play Juventus next week, he could be sold in January if he continues to perform like this. I'm dead serious. We got to think of that.
Hopefully that Lecce goal. I know he missed a lot of sitters, but so your dark horse got to be Jimenez as well. Okay, so let me ask you guys. And where are you going to be watching from home? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry, I'm watching from home today.
From home, what are you watching? English feed, the Spanish? I found the Spanish feed one time. It was fantastic. Mexican Spanish.
Oh, they're the best. They're the best.
Oh, it's a Bolton TV.
Bolton TV, okay. From in Balkan, how about what are you, Paramount Plus there in New York?
Yep. Paramount Plus. I'll be watching it on there.
Watching at home, you don't have the local bar, no local Napoli supporters, or you like to watch at home by yourself?
There's a Napoli restaurant that I normally go to. They host all the matches, but today I'm just gonna stay home and chill and watch the game and really take in the game, because when you're in a public place at a bar, sports bar, lots going on. This is a game where you want to like really enjoy every minute of it. So yeah, decided to stay
and pay attention. Okay, Vinny. Where are you? Where are you watching? From home as well? At the local Winnipeg local bar? What are you doing?
I changed up my local bar that I go watch the partitas now at. It's ironically it's called Vincenzo's Marchetto. Really good family friend. He plays the games there. Unfortunately they're closed on Sunday. It's a big family thing. They want to keep the family together. But I have to say I'm watching it at home today. My friend Paolo is coming to watch the game too. He's getting excited. Don Mate, if you're watching this, where the hell are you? Your Zio wants to watch partitas with you again, and it's been I don't even know how long. Chiamame, call me. Anyway, sorry if he's watching this, he needs to hear this. I got a spot waiting for you on the couch. I miss my little Don Mate and my partner in crime.
That's why the internet lives forever. It's going to be on air. Hope he hears it. I'm going to head soon to Ciociaro Sports Bar. Milan Club Montreal will be there. And we've got some great ideas that I'm going to go buy myself one of those portable microphones, and I'm going to start interviewing especially the old men that I see in the morning at the bar, because they're just fantastic, and their opinions are just like so out of whack. But I need to capture this kind of stuff, especially on the Monday morning. Let's finish off, guys, to do maybe a final. Yes, Dom, we will accept you a prediction that might have Napoli winning. We're very inclusive here. This is therapy, right? Everybody's okay. After we hang up, that's a different thing. But Anton, give me a prediction and maybe a prediction and a goal scorer. How's that?
I'm looking for a 2-1 victory probably. And for scores, Pulisic is gonna score. He's from the start of the season. People don't see how amazing he is. Although he had some fitness issues. He plays 30 minutes, but in those 30 minutes he scores or assists. So probably him one, and Gimenez needs to score. He needs to stop missing those chances. So probably two of them.
A 2-1. Okay, Dom, how about you? And again, we're all friends here. You can come up with a 5-0 Napoli. It's okay. We're gonna laugh at you, but it's okay.
I came out here starting on this show predicting a tie, but I'm seeing a lot of noise that you guys are gonna win. So you know what? I'm gonna back my team. I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna stick to my 2-1 prediction. Okay. Napoli's gonna win. Yeah, and by the way, you guys are praying a lot. I'm seeing in the chat, it's been mentioned here on the panel. You guys are praying a lot to Jesus, and I don't know if you knew, but Jesus is on the starting lineup for Napoli. So I think Jesus is on our side today.
Boy. See, we have Madonna over here, right? You have Maradona as a god. It's different, right? Like you guys ever saw those churches of Maradona in Naples? Or no, in Argentina, they actually have Church of Maradona. It's great. So who's your goal scorers in this dream world of yours that you're winning 2-1? There's unicorns in this dream world of yours. There's rainbows, and there's a 2-1 win of Napoli over Milan. Who's scoring? Just one goal scorer.
I would go with Politano, because actually Politano always shows up for Milan. He always scores against you guys. But I'm gonna go with Højlund and McTominay. And then on the Milan side, I'm gonna go with Leao coming off the bench.
Okay. Ugat, Vinje, what does Ugat to say? What goal scorer prediction? What say you?
I'm having troubles converting him. I don't know what he is yet, but he's giving me a lot of love and attention. I'm thinking, with what was just said, there's a lot of hype from Milanistas coming right now, and that makes me nervous, because when the hype is there, that's when unforgivable things tend to occur. But I'm hopeful. I've been enjoying the games I've seen thus far. It's bringing back the joy again. I'm hoping for a 2-0. Continue that clean sheet run that we have. And I'm thinking it's going to be Speriamo Jimenez, and it's going to be Salsic. Salsic deserves a goal right now. The guy is playing. He does. So Speriamo, that happens.
Salsic a maker but I'm going to go with. Obviously, I'm hoping for Jimenez to score, but I'm going to go with another clean sheet, guys. I don't know. I'm that's why I'm not a betting man anymore. I'm going to go with another clean sheet. And I'm going to go with one of the goals will come off of Pavlovic or Gabia's heads off a corner. That's what I'm going to go. Again, this is why I don't gamble anymore. I like to virtually gamble. And then after the end of the game, I go, that's why I don't gamble anymore with all these predictions. But guys, I think I can speak for Milan fans. I can speak for Napoli fans. Let's just have a good game. And none of us want a 0-0 stalemate. Let's have a great match of football. Maybe a yellow card, maybe a little elbow here and there. It's all good. It's all part of the game. But Dom, once again, thanks for joining us. If there's any Napoli fans that are listening in, once again, like you said at the beginning, where can your content be shown? And your handles, your Twitter handle, all that stuff. Plug yourself.
Yeah. So my Twitter handle is @DomApuzzo. You'll find me on Twitter. I'm very active on there. I also am on a podcast called Tutto Calcio Pod, and that's we are on that's YouTube and Twitter. We go live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Monday and Thursdays is at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come check us out. We got a full panel of 12 members, and they're all from different Serie A clubs. So come check us out there. Yeah, we have a Milan representative. We have Inter representatives, Juventus. We have Lazio and Roma as well. And we have a Atalanta fan that comes on every now and then. And, we're just trying to bring the community together when it comes to talking about some football.
That's awesome. And again, I'll say it as we've said so many times. More English content for Serie A, the better. Would it be what you're doing, us ourselves, new content creators, older ones, the more the better, guys, because obviously not a lot is being done in the English language for Serie A. To Patreon, it looks like not a lot of people need therapy. See what happens? You have 4 wins in a row, and everybody seems that they're okay mentally. They don't need more therapy, but we shall see. Depending of this performance, guys, tomorrow night, Stevie P will be joined by Fabio, be discussing tomorrow night live, and we'll see each other against Juventus. We'll see how many people will need the therapy by then. To end on, to Dom, to Vinny, from the 4 corners of the world, speriamo una buona partita. And I'm sorry, Dom, the way we finish it off over here, ovunque sempre. Forza Milan. Ciao, guys.
Peace out, everyone.